All right, so here we have Trans-Siberian Orchestra's third studio album, and the first studio album by them to not be a Christmas album, Beethoven's Last Night. It is based around a fictional story of Ludwig von Beethoven, oh, if I'm not mistaken. The German composer. The guy who did Symphony Number 9, Lur what was it? Isles? No, I'm not. No, I haven't really listened to that much of Beethoven's music. Okay, I don't know what's going on with the lens. It could be could be dirty or something. But it's based around a fictional story of Beethoven's Last Night. And it does have the same date that, well, I don't think the same date he died on, but the same year. So here we have the cover art. It's Beethoven on his last night, sitting behind his piano with all the sheets of music. There's a storm back there and such. Okay, here we have the spine. Okay, this time it's focusing. It's probably because I had the light off with all with the Christmas lights on. Now, most of the music on here is all of Beethoven's. It's mostly just redos of Beethoven's music. There's the track I'm talking about. For Isla's, What Good This Deafness. I think if I'm not mistaken, that song's about Ludwig, aka Beethoven, going deaf, because he did go deaf at one point in his life during his final years, I believe. Who is this child? These are all the tracks. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. Uh, Reduns, and does stay true to his work. Okay, here's the CD. It's basically a clock, like the clock you see on the Big Ben in England. Okay, and now here we have the booklet. Now, as I mentioned before, Trans-Siberian Orchestra albums do tend to have big booklets. So, but okay. See, here's the summary of the story. I'm gonna show you it. I could read it all out, but that would take a little too long. So, and that would make this video a little bit longer than usual. Here you go. There's that quote. Here we have the characters: Ludwig von Beethoven, Fate, Twist, however you say that, young Beethoven, Mozart, Teresa, young girl in the Muse. Something I did notice about this particular album is the fact that some of the pages are duplicated for whatever reason. So here's Midnight, the lyrics for Midnight and Fate, and then What Good Is This Deafness? Which, let me show you real quick. Okay, so that's that page, and then there's this here. I'm not sure why. I don't know if this was done on purpose or if I'm going crazy or not, but like as I mentioned just a few seconds ago, the pages are like duplicated for whatever reason. But it's just lyrics here. I could just have it like this, but that wouldn't be good. Lyrics for Who Is This Child? More of the lyrics, despite his best efforts. I think that's more of the story, and not the lyrics or something. I could be wrong. Yeah, here's more of like the story here. Okay. I gotta say, I might have to listen to more Beethoven's work, because I've heard it, but it's not like my go-to thing. Symphony Number 9, Farilas. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I could definitely be saying it wrong. Who is this? Yeah, see it duplicated again. I don't know why it does that though. And then here we are at the credits with all the credits, the singers, the vocal backings, the choir, the other ones. It's all in orchestra. And then I'm not sure if it's supposed to be Beethoven himself though on the back there. All right, so that's going to be the end of the unboxing. Overall, it's a pretty good album. Pretty good orchestra. Everything down to the detail and such. The orchestra and everything. The piano, which is, part of the, Beethoven music. And as I mentioned earlier, most of the music on this album is mainly redone versions of Beethoven's music or classical music at this point. I'm not sure if it's all of them. I can't remember, but yeah, that's all I got to say. Have a good night.